set up. We're good to go. I'm ready to win.
Are you ready to win D&D?
I am ready to win D&D.
Are you ready to win D&D?
I'm here, so I'm winning already.
Are you ready to win D&D?
How can we truly win when we cannot win over our own hearts?
Ah,
Wow, what a loser.
and with that, we will say good evening and hello. Welcome to our little D&D game. The D&D show where we really don't know what we're doing, but we try. To my left, we have, as always, the one and only, Quillian, Mr. Rob. Take a bow. To my right, Jacob S. D&D on the Twitters, playing Mr. Ren Buckley. To the right of his right, always truthful, always honorable, Mr. Nariel the True, Derek Hill. And I am your not so humble servant and dungeon master, J-Man Weird. Just don't call me late for dinner. We're missing one tonight. He's a little bit busy, but we're gonna play some D&D anyway, because that's what we do. But I have an announcement to make, so I'm making an announcement. On July the 21st, 12 noon, at Happy Harbor Comics in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, you can join us for a live session of D&D 5e with Mr. @Watto Jeff himself, who will be running a game. As far as I know, it'll be kind of like Tomb of Annihilation. There's 50 characters to go through, and everybody will die several times. We will be running the game for YEG, for our D&D for YEG kids. We'll be doing it at Happy Harbor Comics, starting at noon. Russ and Amy Moore from the Dungeons cast will be there as special guests. At Rorschach Designs will be there, who is heading up the D&D for YEG kids. And myself and Mr. Nariel the True will be in attendance for this game. Yes, you will be able to see it live right here on the main channel. So do not forget to tune in and join us. We will not be doing a Saturday stream of our regular video game / RPG talk show. I'll be there setting up and getting ready for the game. And we will get started at noon. It's in Edmonton at Happy Harbor Comics. So if you are in Edmonton on July the 21st, this video will be put out on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch it live here tonight, and you'll be able to watch reruns of it on Twitch. Stop in, join the fun. We'll have some fun raising some money for kids to get them D&D books and get Dungeons and Dragons into school, where kids can learn math
And teamwork.
and teamwork and reading. What else? What else can they learn from D&D?
Critical thinking.
What else?
Problem solving.
Just creativity, coming up with your backstories.
Yeah, creative writing, arithmetic.
They can develop their social skills,
Social-
working with new players. Like 4 people drop into a table.
Yep.
They know nothing about each other, but all of a sudden now they have to play together.
Yeah.
To socialize with each other.
Social interaction.
Learning how to deal with DMs who don't know the rules for Magic Missile, stuff like that.
There you go.
That's a pretty big one too.
Sorry.
That's the right answer.
You're sorry.
I'm really not. It's the Canadian thing to do, isn't it?
We're always sorry.
You ought to be.
So I was driving into work the other day, and I'm listening to a sports talk radio show, and they have callers calling in to win prizes, and it was caller number 10. So the guy answers, "Oh, you're caller number 9." So he doesn't win. The caller that called in says, "Oh, I'm sorry." He apologizes for being the 9th caller in. Who does that?
Canadians.
Canadians. Yeah. Sorry for wasting your time by being the 9th
Right?
caller. Yeah.
When I first got my PlayStation 4, I started playing a lot of games, like more frequently with people from like the States. I met a guy from Denmark, met a few other people around. But every single time I would play like Grand Theft Auto with these American guys, every time we would mess up something or we would lose a mission, I'd be like, "Oh, sorry guys, that was my fault." They had to ask me specifically, "Stop saying sorry. It's annoying."
At which point you just go, I'm so sorry.
That's exactly what I did though.
Oh crap, sorry. Sorry. That's how you get caught in a Canadian. That's how you catch a Canadian in a causality loop.
Causality. I love it.
See, it's in our natural born law and order that we say sorry after everything.
Because we're polite as birds.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm not
about
sorry.
that.
I'm really not sorry for being polite as fudge. Because you know what? Mama taught me right. It's okay to be polite.
Which is funny because at work the internet went down one day. So I made up a sign and I'm like, yeah, so we have no internet, sorry for the inconvenience. My coworker who comes from Suriname, she's like, "I'm not sorry." Alright. Dareth is sorry for the inconvenience.
There you go. Right on.
Alright, should we play some D&D now?
We should do something. Anyway, last time on our little D&D game, our intrepid adventurers were in the Karnath house, and I will skip ahead. A fight broke out. Somebody accused Ren of killing
Murder.
her friend because you guys found a dead body outside. That the night before, the next day, this guard, one of the caravan guards that you had traveled down with, approached you and accused you of killing her friend, and you guys got into it. Quillian managed to slip away in the bombastic sounds, the cacophony, right, of sound that you created with thaumaturgy. He did thaumaturgy that Nariel had created.
Literally making people's ears bleed at the amount of.
Oh, there was a lot of noise. It was really loud. You managed to slip away from Bogluck's grasp into the secret room where he stores all the basically it's a storage room. It's like a lockup for everybody's valuables, but there's more than just that in the room. Now, did you or did you not open any boxes?
I couldn't get into any boxes.
You couldn't get into any boxes. That's
The
right.
strength of my little gnome did not quite get
Yes,
it.
you couldn't find out, but you suspect.
You could open a hatch.
I did.
You found actually, you bumped into a box that felt sturdy, but when you pushed on it, in the southeast corner of the room, when you pushed on it, it actually pushed back and revealed a trap door with a ladder down into a tunnel, which you followed several hundred feet to get out from underneath the roadhouse, over the road and into the swamp, where there were 3 lizard men kind of just waiting around in the brush, just beyond this exit of this tunnel. You promptly fireball.
Yes.
And it was like, and they were like, "Holy fudge!" And they jumped into the water and swam away. Now the whole time, Pluto was following you, managed to slip into the tunnel as well after you. And if I'm not mistaken, did he or did he not close the door?
He closed the door.
the tunnel door or the regular door? Because neither one of you closed the regular door upstairs.
No, because you can't lock it from the inside.
That's right. So you guys broke into this room, which will cause all sorts of fun and adventure today.
I guess it wasn't broken though. I just knocked it, so the lock's just open.
Yeah, you broke it.
It was loud enough, so knock just didn't have any effect.
Anyhow, you broke into this room, you found the tunnel, fireballed some lizard men, and now you're flying back to the roadhouse, which is really only a couple hundred feet away over the road, and it's right there. It's basically you come out of this tunnel in some brush and you cause this great big fire, and everybody being inside the roadhouse watching the fight, you slit
Which
this.
I won.
You slit her throat.
I did.
Oh, you did win in the end.
It
You
was-
tried to be nice and
Yeah,
then
you slit her throat. She came back
Poisoned you.
and
Well, I was leaning down to be like, hey, I didn't do it, but I will find who did it. She grabbed her sword and stuck me,
yeah.
and I am bleeding, so I am losing hit points. So I need to talk to Dareth quickly.
Who's there?
Nariel.
Nariel.
Bog Luck grabs you by the shoulder and says to you directly, and he stands like way over you. He's half-orc. He's huge. He's enormous. He says, "Your friend killed her. Now you can heal her. Now, thank you very much."
Okay. I'll walk out and I'll wait.
It's quiet in here now.
Yeah, it's dead silent.
Except for the heavy breathing of a heavily
Nariel.
wounded,
Ren Buckley.
who's like holding his side in, like
He's bleeding.
Is Revivify like a spell or a cantrip?
It's a spell.
So,
It's a 3rd level spell.
what are you doing to her?
So is she dead, or is she
Well-
unconscious?
She's unconscious. She's 0 hit points for sure.
she's rolling.
Oh, so
death
you don't have to.
She's rolling death
You don't have to
She's
revive.
rolling. Okay, so I don't need to use Revivify.
No, you don't need to roll. She's not dead
So you
yet.
can just use that one thing you have that
You
just
could
like
bandage her for that matter. Sorry, I'm not there.
Bog yells out to the rest. The rest of you can go back to work. There's nothing more to see here. You've won, but I'd watch your back.
I got a pencil.
Watch your back. I don't know what went on between the two of you, but I've got my eye on you now.
You know, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to use.
All right, the rest of you go on. And the crowd starts to disperse back to their jobs.
I will use Beacon of Hope, and then I will use Mass Healing Word. Alright.
On the both of them?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So Beacon of Hope means that each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. So no, I'm not going to use Mass Healing Word. I'm going to use Beacon of Hope, and then I'm going to use Prayer of Healing.
Okay,
Hey,
done.
How much?
cool. Prayer of Healing is a 10-minute casting time.
Yeah, you can. Bog's standing there waiting. He's just. You see Arded kind of wander away.
16. So how clerks work? 16.
What are you doing?
I was flying back. Is it night? It's
No,
night.
it's day. It's actually morning.
24.
Was it morning? I thought this happened at
No,
night.
no, it happened first thing in the morning.
Okay. I'm just going to be flying back.
29.
29.
They both heal for 29.
Nice.
Very good.
Don't have to roll.
Sweet. Ren's wound.
She coughs, and all of her wounds kind of close up. She coughs, and a few of her friends are there. They kind of help her up. And Bog looks down at her. He says, "That'll be quite enough now. You get back to your duties." And I don't want to hear any more of this. What happened on the road stays on the road. She looks at him and she nods. And the rest of them kind of skulk away with her. And you're back.
Sure. Because I can just.
Yeah. All of a sudden, there's this little gnome on a stick. It's like, you know, Jose Jalapeno on a stick.
I don't know who
Yeah.
Jose Jalapeno is.
Okay. You need to watch a little
I've
Jeff
been
Dunham.
feeling me and Dareth have two very different pictures of what's going on.
Anyway,
Done?
Jose
What it looks
Jalapeno
like.
on a stick.
I need,
Anyway,
well,
the
you-
garden gnome comes back into the. What do you want to say? Do you want to do anything? Say anything? Bogluck's standing there.
I don't want to say anything while he's around, so I'm just gonna.
He looks at you and kind of looks you up and down and goes, "All right, the rest of you need to get back to work.
Okie dokes.
Ooh,
Where's your other friend?"
100 Years Boris says hello.
Hey!
We also have
Our other
Eldorado
friend?
Gunner in chat and Captain Nemo.
Woohoo! Thanks, guys.
So this is if this is day, then we are off duty because we're only guards at night.
We're
aren't we?
we're night shift guards. We're off duty. We should
We're
be
off
getting
duty.
sleep.
Where's your other friend?
To be honest, sir, don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I will have. What's your passive perceptions?
16.
15.
16.
Yeah, no problem. At the same point that you guys, Bogluck says, "All right, you guys are on night shift. Get to bed."
Okay.
I'm like, we have to talk.
Let's head up to our room and
Means I go sleeping by times now.
At which point you guys see Arded come out, and as you guys are walking away up to your room, you guys are upstairs, right? Second floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking way up to your room, you see Arded kind of come out. Your passive perception. Yeah, up those stairs. Yeah, one of those rooms. That one.
We were in the corner.
Yeah, we're in the cutoff.
Anyway,
Because we have a gnome and she only needs half the space.
yeah. She's on a stick. Anyway, that might not be right to say that.
I have no idea.
No.
I still have no idea what this is.
I would also like to point out that Alvarado Gunner is Mexican.
Oh, well, excellent. I love Mexico. I have friends who live there. Anyway, the long and the short of it is that you guys see Arded come out kind of rushing out of the warehouse to talk to Bogluck. And you see like a frantic looking Bogluck all of a sudden. What? And you see them both run into the warehouse.
I think I found Pluto Nash.
clearly.
I wonder if he's gonna get himself killed.
To be honest, he'll probably get killed for
You
this.
can hear Bogluck now down in the warehouse. What were you guys doing? You're supposed to. You guys. Dagnabbit. Was anything taken? Check it all. I want to know who broke in. And he goes out of his room and he's heading out the door.
So he's coming out over here, but we're up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll definitely get killed for this.
I mean, you're an assassin type, right?
Close.
I mean, if you just look down on him. I heard of the stories of these Assassin's Creeds, where they do air assassination.
Are you guys
can
back
do
in your
that,
room
right?
now?
Are we in a room?
Well, we're on the way to the room.
I'll say you guys have made it.
The thing is, in doing that, it's very dangerous because the actual force that's being inhibited on my body could break my ankles.
Guys, I have some news to tell you. What are you
Who needs
talking about?
ankles?
Where's Pluto?
Probably in the basement.
Well, we're going to assume he's the one that they're looking for, since he's missing, and someone broke into the warehouse.
So thanks for the thaumaturgy. I did break in.
Awesome.
I couldn't open up any of the crates. They were way too. They were sealed, and I'm just not strong enough. But I did find a trap door that I went down,
Interesting.
Where did this
and
trap
it
go?
leads like hundreds of feet out of here, and
Into the swamp?
It ends into the swamp, and there were 3 lizard men.
Interesting.
Did you deal with them?
They ran into the swamp.
The lizardmen
They did not
probably-
see me though. They had no idea what hit them, and it didn't take long for me to get on the broom and come back here.
Okay, I believe it. Well, if Pluto dies, we should make sure he doesn't die. This is the fourth. This is what, the third, fourth one we've gone through.
We have a problem keeping our fort. We might need to look into how we're operating.
We?
Hey man, it's not my fault that I keep running out of heals at just the wrong time.
I'm not built for keeping people alive.
Some people are just gonna win the Darwin Awards every single year.
Well, should we go?
You think that he followed me down? Because there was nobody when I left.
Well, they didn't find anybody in there, obviously. So the likelihood of him coming out the other side is very high. You should maybe take your broom and go pick him up.
Scout. Maybe go invisible if you still have some room for that. And then we can rest up. Make sure we get all our spell slots. Because I just blew through a lot.
He's pretty dense, so we could probably get away with saying that he slept through the entire fight.
I have like 1 spell for that. So if I go out there, we wouldn't both be invisible on the way back.
We can say you are in. We can take some pillows, put them under your sheets. Say that you're like sleeping in here. If
We
they were,
still need her to be invisible going away from and coming back to...
here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. Under Nightfall, Pluto is exceptional because he is a pure black breed.
Yeah, but it's morning.
What we can do is we can put your stuff underneath, and then as we're about to start our night shift, when it's dark out, you can come back and...
Just trust that he'll survive.
No, you go out now.
Oh, don't bring him back till later.
Don't bring him back till night.
So, bring him out and you guys find someplace in the swamp to camp for 8 hours. I do not like this. Who is it?
It's Gleam Silver. Let me in.
Well, if I didn't know him any better.
Mm.
I'll open the door.
And there stands before you, Captain Gleam Silver. What did you find? Are you letting her in?
Yeah.
Closing the door?
Yeah.
She comes in, you close the door. What did you find?
A wealth of information. And I don't know, I was fighting Quill.
A missing persons report? Waiting to happen?
We're just trying to figure out what happened
What
to
was
him.
that all about?
Yeah, we're missing.
Your fight. What the heck?
She accused me of killing her friend outside, which I think you have a very well knowledge of. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sure I
you
don't know
being
what you're talking
stabby.
about. Anyway, did you guys find anything out in the ruckus?
Ask Quill.
We're missing one of our party members. That's what we found.
I saw a flash in the swamp, like a fireball going off. Was that you?
Did you
One of you guys?
Maybe.
Did you? Did you set off a fireball?
How would you even know that?
Oh my dear,
That was a pretty bright flash.
I know
Yeah,
everything.
but it's daylight and you guys are all around the...
Not everybody was watching a fight.
I had to watch the fight.
I was trying to get into
I'm
their.
here to take a nap, though.
I was trying to get into their carts I managed that, but they were empty. They must have unloaded everything into the storehouses, into the strong room.
Folkill, what did you see in the storehouses?
There's just a
You
bunch
got
of,
into the storehouse?
There's just a bunch of crates and urns that are all sealed up. I didn't get into any of them.
I need to know. I need to know what they're transporting.
Yeah, we need someone stronger than me to get into them.
Santa, sounds like a joke for you.
She's a gnome.
I know that.
I don't know anything. I do know this. I
thought
need
you
to know
know everything.
I need to know what's in the boxes.
Listen,
But as of right now, they know somebody broke into the storeroom. I suppose that was you.
they're gonna be watching. They're gonna be watching our group real heavily. Just you being here is dangerous for you.
Time for you to go. Okay, bye.
They're gonna be watching us. They're gonna be watching our door because we were friends with the possible break-in.
The one who is missing.
I actually have Martin's here. Yeah, I'm on his good side.
I'm not on Bogwick's good side. I killed one of his mates.
Well, you killed one of Arden's caravan guards, but she attacked you, and they're not gonna hold that against you.
And she's not dead.
Yeah, she's not
And
dead.
she's not dead.
I basically killed her.
You
She was
defeated-
unconscious and bleeding heavily.
I
You
think
defeated
you
her.
underestimate the power of the cleric.
That's a good heal, by the way. Good job. Her wounds closed up quite nicely.
Yeah, so did mine. They
Oh,
did.
I don't know.
They did actually.
I had some problems. I had some problems with her friend. Yeah, one of the cards are.
My goodness.
I am shocked by this information.
You know what they say. Shite happens.
You know I promised I would find who killed her friend and killed her.
Congratulations, you found her. But I mean, after you did the promise, she did kind of stab
But you
you in the
really
gut.
don't know anything, do you?
But I also got stabbed in the gut, so let's just call it okay.
You should try and frame one of her other friends for it.
Let's do it.
Either way, what else did you find?
I find one.
That's
Was
all
there
we got.
anything else?
That's all we got.
Doesn't
Sure.
it definitely doesn't.
Where did you
should
find
not
from?
be.
You obviously found something.
No, I literally found nothing else. We couldn't get into any of the stuff. I'm not strong enough. That's what's in there, urns and boxes.
Yeah, and you
the
wasted a
crates.
fireball on killing someone.
How did you get out of the room without being noticed?
I went invisible.
I see. And then you took off and then flew back in here?
Flew out, yeah.
Oh. Roll me a deception check.
Roll that deception check.
4.
Hang on.
What?
Beacon of Hope is still active. Does that help you at all? Nope.
She looks at you, like she eyes you up and down. Like she gives you the stink eye.
There's literally.
She knows you're lying to her.
There's literally.
She hasn't said anything yet.
And guess what?
Pool of sweat
I
dripping
know
off.
she knows. Every time I ask you a question, you're always vague and you never answer it. Goes both ways.
You are truly a daughter of gnomes. Unlike you, little one.
She was also a daughter of the maddest wizard in Neverwinter.
Who's your father?
Why would you bring that up? We don't.
Why? Who's her father?
Just give out free information.
Yeah, that's the point.
Her father was Steve Marcus, the Marcus Munitions Man.
Roll me a deception check.
Huzzah!
Well, I don't believe you either.
Well, no. Actually, her father is one of the High Lords of Neverwinter.
You can roll me a deception or a performance, whatever is better.
+10 in deception.
Okay, roll.
Not one.
She doesn't believe. She's not even gonna roll. She's not even gonna roll.
Gosh, you guys are-
She's like, I've never seen your eyes more browner in my whole life. You know, if bullshit was music, you'd be a whole brass band. The whole three of you.
Wow!
Now, how did you get out of the storeroom?
A little nervous at the sight of a pretty lady, eh?
It's a no!
I got
Hey
it.
man, just
I
because
have
you
my
swing
ways.
that way.
You have yours, I have mine. You've shared
It's literally doing a
nothing with me
porcelain doll.
every time I ask you questions,
Then you would know.
Yes.
so that's how it's going to be right now.
Well,
I'm gonna have this
if
conversation.
that's the way it's gonna be, you just be careful to watch your back, little lady. Because it might not be me, but somebody's gonna be gunning for you. Just saying.
I've been killed before.
So she exits the room. She says, "Have a good sleep."
Okay.
So she's gone now. Close the door.
She's left.
Okay. She's probably still listening in on us.
You want to check?
Yes.
Open the door.
No, not through the door. She'd be listening in the room next to us.
She was in the room next to you. That you know of.
Exactly, that's our
She'll
point.
be listening into us somewhere in our room. Somewhere she has us
The room
like.
below.
Do you want to roll a perception check?
Yes. To
Okay,
see if I can tell if anybody's listening to us. That. 10.
Let me just have a look-see here now for a minute there, son.
Well, would you look at that?
Oh, did you unplug the phone?
I don't know, did you?
I forgot to. Would you? Anyway, pretend you can hear, actually, you can hear some raised voices in the room next to you.
So we can just talk. We're going to talk normally for the cameras, but it's in whispers for anyone eavesdropping.
Yeah,
Do
fair
we
enough.
trust her? Like,
I trust her
She
about
gives nothing
as
out.
far as I can throw a hill giant.
I trust her as far as if we were to get in a fight, she might spot us. Keyword, might.
because she's given us nothing this entire trip. She's told us no information,
But she's asked a lot of us.
but she's asked us lots and given us nothing. So right
I want to
now,
know who she's working with.
she won't answer anything. You've asked her who she's working for. We've asked her why she's on.
You guys
the
did
caravan.
ask her. You guys, I will
She will
remind
not
you.
say.
I will remind you. You did ask her if she was working for the Harpers,
She did not confirm.
She did not answer.
but she gave a very
Wait,
kind of positively vague.
the Harpers always wear an insignia. Always.
But they don't openly show it to people unless they really have to.
Why don't we fashion our own fake symbol and show it to her, see if she knows, and see what she says. Now, does anybody have any artistic skills? No, we don't have a
I
bard.
don't even know what the Harper. Well,
We don't even know that she is.
the Harper symbol.
I think
is
it's
just like
something with a
sil-
harp.
Is it just a silver harp? What's the Harper symbol?
No idea.
I mean, metagaming, I know.
But does it matter? Like, she's not part of our group. She's not done anything for us yet. She might
We're
have
whispering,
murdered
by
that
the way.
person.
No, yeah, you guys are whispering.
She might have murdered that person. Like,
There's no might.
There is no
so I mean,
That's the only confirmed thing we know about her.
I don't think we can trust her yet.
Well, we also have confirmed that she is a gnome with 99% certainty.
And she is a she.
And that it is 2x. Wait, is it? Yeah, 2x chromosomes.
Pretty sure. All right. Well, at this point, we don't know about chromosomes in this world. So,
You don't know that?
and you know what? Maybe gnomes have like 7 chromosomes. You don't know.
That's true.
Am I needing to fly out and see if?
Nah, he'll make it back on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If he doesn't, he's stupid.
I would think that Nash has some good survival skills if he's lasted this long.
Well,
lasted
he was
that long in
literally
water.
raised on an island, had completely no contact with any people apart from when he jumped on our boat. He had to have survived somehow.
Wasn't that the other one?
No, that was Nash.
No, we picked him up at the recruitment.
Yeah,
Center.
no.
Oh, what was the other one?
That thing?
Oh yeah, Boar's pet.
Yeah.
Anyway, are we
Oh, geez,
Are we
we
wanting
let
to-
Boar's pet die.
Yeah, back in the slave pits.
wanting to trust Jamna, or are we
No.
no? Okay.
Boar's gonna be so pissed.
Then quit giving information out that's unsolicited.
I'm not giving out any information that wouldn't harm us.
She doesn't need to know where I'm from or where I live or who my parents are.
Yeah.
Likely she already knows.
Why would?
Why volunteer just in case? Right? Right?
Aren't you supposed to be able to keep secrets?
No, not
He's a
really.
terrible thief. No wonder why the Thieves Guild
Thieves
wants nothing.
don't care about secrets. Sometimes we deal in secrets, but I like to steal valuables that are actually tangible.
Secrets can be valuable.
Tangible.
They can be tangible once you get the gold in your hands.
Tangible. Like an urn that's like a 3,000-year-old boar urn. B-O-A-R, not B-O-H-R.
Are we gonna go? So we're just gonna let him deal it with on his own. Then are we sleeping?
I mean, I need to get my spell slots back.
I want to get back to 64 hit points, even though I'm at 51.
Oh, wow, so winning.
How big? This is our room right here.
Yeah. There's a bedroll for each one of you and a little cot.
Well, let's push them into the center of the room, and I'm gonna create Leoman's tiny hut around us.
Can you change the size of it?
Like that's a
10 feet.
15.
It's
that's-
10 foot.
Yeah,
that's
it's
why-
a big
That's what
room.
I'm saying. If this is our room, I can do it. It's a
15 by
10 foot.
15.
Okay.
It'll fit.
Yeah, that's fine.
It'll fit like this.
So we can sleep uninterrupted. Nobody can come in.
into Leoman's tiny hut.
Right. They can still come into our room.
Okay.
100 years boar says a boar. Go on.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I get it.
Uh,
Because your name is boar.
yes, it's not a concentration spell, so I can sleep too.
Okay, let's do it.
Leoman's?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will enter into my meditative trance.
And it's so
That's-
you can still leave. Well, it's we just couldn't get back in after 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
So are you guys resting the whole time?
Yeah.
I'm getting back
We need to
silver
get spell
hit
slots back. I'm
Okay, we'll
Tasked.
call it a rest. It's now evening. We'll call it a whole day's rest, uninterrupted. It's now evening. It's time for your shift.
okay. Just a sec.
Well, it's time for somebody's shift.
16.
Now you got. This is evening, not. This is not day.
Well, no, but I should have redone them in the morning. My importance. Every morning it.
Yeah, you
refreshes.
did the other day. Yeah, last week.
This
last
is
time
the night
you did.
we're about to go on
Well,
night shift.
no.
You did.
Because
They were
we-
6. It was 6 and
Well,
something.
6 I used.
Yeah, that was
That was the previous
before the
list.
fight, though, and the
Yeah.
fight was at night.
No, the fight. His fight was 9 a.m.
So then you should have been able to roll them
I
still.
thought it was at night.
Nope.
fight.
That
It was
was at
during-
night
no,
because
it was-
we went at night.
Yeah, it was.
Was
at
it?
night. Yeah, it was at
It
night.
was at night.
We were about. Yeah, it definitely was on night.
You know what? You're right, because you guys are on the night shift.
Yeah.
No,
like,
you
we-
guys were coming off the
we-
day shift. You were coming off the night shift, and everybody was on day shift.
Yeah, and then I got attacked by the day shift workers. The day
Yeah,
shift
that's
people.
right, because you were
Yeah, it
having
was-
breakfast. So it was the morning.
Yeah, it was
the
right
morning.
after breakfast.
It was right after breakfast.
So yeah, you can still roll those.
Yeah, go ahead, re-roll and whatever.
Yeah, because
I don't care.
he hadn't rolled the portents for that day yet.
He did. It was a 6 and something else.
Yeah, the 6 I used. These
Yeah,
aren't
that's
very
right,
good ones.
because-
Anyway,
Yeah, whatever.
so we're up. Well, it's only be midday then, right?
It's the evening, 6 p.m. It's near shift change. So it's almost time for supper and the beginning of the first shift.
I could go for supper. Wow.
And a coffee.
Didn't you just eat Harvey's?
That's why I'm so tired.
You ate Steve Harvey? You're a criminal.
Wait, isn't?
In these 8 hours, has
Nothing has bothered
Pluto
you.
come back?
Not a sniff, Pluto.
Well, that's not good. That's not good.
Should we leave on our night shift and try to find him, or at least have Quill leave on our night shift and try to find her?
I can leave on. I don't know if I should be going out into the
just do aerial reconnaissance. If you see them, pick them up, pop invisibility.
Yeah.
Here, I can give you a hand and just cast light on your broomstick for you. They turn to a spotlight.
No, I'm good. I can see in the dark.
So what are you guys up to? Who's doing what?
Can you put your phone on silent?
Do we have to go? I guess we should eat. We should go probably to the
Go up to Grizzle Pete's?
Grizzle Pete's and see what.
Oh, did you post on the Discord that we're live?
No.
Do you remember we have a Discord channel?
No.
I'll watch the Discord.
Anyway,
So he hasn't come back. So we probably. What time's our shift start at?
like 6. 12-hour shifts. It's mining. Although you're not mining, you're doing road construction.
12-hour shifts. If shift change was at 9 a.m.
You know what I'm saying? It's like 6. It's like 6 or 7 a.m. like that type of thing. So it's 6 or 7 p.m. It was an early morning, but you guys like started a fight. So
Oh, early morning, so like 11 a.m.
what? No, that's not early morning. Is when I get up and the sun hasn't come up yet, and it's summertime here in Canada, and the sun doesn't come up till 4:30.
It's like when my son says he has to work early and it's 11:30. I'm like, come on.
Right? Right?
I was just
I'm like-
posting
Ugh. I'm up at 3 a.m. every day.
I mean, I had to get up early the past 3 days. It's
I've
been
woken up.
horrendous. I've had to get up for 9 a.m., so I had to get up at like 8.
I think I got you all beat. I had to wake up at noon today.
Too early, man.
I want to throttle.
I can go across the table after.
Yeah, I want to throttle. Okay, you guys are going for supper?
Yeah, we probably should eat before
I am
shift.
hungry.
Okay, up to Grizzle Pete's. As you guys walk into the calf, it's full. It's dinner time. All the crew that's coming off a shift.
Everybody's loud, and then as soon as we walk
Oh, yeah,
in,
it's
everybody
raucous.
dies and looks at us.
There's some music going on. Somebody's got a lute out playing some music.
You're right. There's a small party.
You can see Jamna sitting with,
Slaughter everyone.
Pluto at a table.
With Pluto.
Yeah, they're having a chat.
Oh, alright. I'll go grab some food.
Yes.
You guys go grab some. Hey, what do you guys want?
Food?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
Here's some slaw. They don't give me enough to make decent food. Did you hear the rats? It's always rats.
Yeah, we heard the rats.
Always somebody scratching.
Are you sure
Always
they're not
rats.
bats?
Are you Batty?
I don't know.
I'm Grizzle Pete. What's your name?
Daddy.
All right, Batty.
How do you know?
You can, my nickname's Batman.
Hey, short stack. What do you want to eat?
It's too late.
That's copyrighted.
I'm looking at the pot.
Yeah,
Does it look
Batman.
appealing at all?
It's stew.
Alex.
It's the same stew you've been eating for the last 3 days.
Hey, look, you've got fresh.
It's just fresh. You just made it fresh.
Guess I'll have stew.
Really? What about Harvey? Ah! I'm Grizzle Pete. What's your name?
Quill.
Quill. Yeah. People use you to write letters with?
She's a great dictator.
Yeah.
Haha.
She's the same size.
She's got Napoleon syndrome, does she? Ha. All you short people, same thing. All you short people.
We prefer vertically challenged.
You're damn short. Short
You're
stack.
damn grizzled.
Well, you ever look at what I'm working with here? It's always the rats making noise, scratching. I can hear them down below. It's always rats making noise. Always rats. There's some stew. He shoves a piece of bread in it. The bread's fresh.
Excellent.
But now it's stew on it.
Is there more bread?
There's enough for everybody to have a piece with their meal. There might be enough for the rats when they're done. What do you want?
Oh, what?
Yeah, just here, eat this.
Okay.
Here. What are you looking at, Elf? Do you need to be put on a shelf?
I am on a shelf.
Yeah,
A shelf high above you.
yeah. Whatever. You're short too.
Humans.
Damn elves. You're all the same. Sneaky buggers. Here, have some stew.
5'8".
You're still short.
Wait, am I taller? I'm
And you're
taller than you.
And you're taller than Grizzled Pete. You're almost as tall as Grizzled Pete.
I'm 5'10".
He's this short. He's this short, fat dude,
Elves are slightly shorter than humans.
and he's got this big grizzly beard.
Can be.
He's like every grizzly beard guy from anime. And he hands you a bowl of stew with some bread in it.
Does it like smell edible? Like, does he actually make good food?
It actually does. I told you that before.
Oh,
It does smell good.
It smells good and it tastes better than most
It
canned
looks.
food.
It's okay, better
just-
than it has any rate to.
It just looks
Like you didn't
bad.
have to. You didn't have to fix it the first night you were here.
It just looks bad.
But she just keeps doing it anyways. Cause she
I
wants
still
to
keep
taste
doing
better.
it because it can taste better.
Yeah, 'cause she still wants to taste like
Damn rats! They're everywhere. And he wanders away.
top. Like she
What are
wants
you guys
to
doing?
eat high on the hog.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
I don't eat a lot.
If
so
you
what I
need to
do
wanna
eat needs to be like, you know.
Grizzled Pete turns and he hears this. He goes, "If you really want to eat high on the hog, you should just get one as a mount. You're short enough." And he walks away.
You could totally ride a hog.
Bacon.
All right, I'm gonna go sit down beside.
You just call it Harley. You can name it Harley. Ha 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 ha. And he walks away again.
Roadhog.
I'm gonna sit down beside Pluto.
Yeah. Hello, sir. How are you, sir?
Where
It's very good to
have
see you,
been all
sir.
day?
Do you want some coffee, sir? Please come again, sir.
Shut up, Nash.
And where have you been all day?
I went down a tunnel following Quill, sir.
Shut up. Stop talking.
Oh, did I talk too loud, sir? Sorry, sir.
Is he Pluto
Should we
or
put him
Mickey?
down? Just whispering over. Should we put him down?
You don't need to whisper behind my back, sir. I can hear everything you say.
I think we might.
Your
Well-
friend here says he found a tunnel that leads out into the swamp. You want to tell me any more about it?
Not really.
Fair enough. That's okay. He's told me everything.
Here, I'll tell you something. It's a tunnel. It leads out to the swamp.
Wait. Out of game. There is no way he would know that he was following Quill. Without meta. There is no way.
Yeah, we never did see each other. He
Yeah,
was way
do you
too-
want to know? Do you want to know though what he saw? He saw a bright flash ignite through the bones of a skeleton, and he knows only one person who could command skeletons with the blow of a whistle.
What's his intelligence?
+1,
That's 11 or
12.
Yeah, but my fireball was out into the swamp.
Yeah,
so
and he saw
wouldn't
the
even-
light. He saw the skeleton. So he's making an assumption.
I don't know what to say about people who assume.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Or Quill.
Why are you here, Jamna?
I'm here to find out what these guys are doing.
Well, they're
what
clearly
they're-
digging tunnels into swamps.
Who's your employer?
My employer's. You don't need to know. I
Who
don't
do you
know
work for?
I work for the people who want to know what's going on.
And you want to know why I don't tell you what I know.
There you go. There you go. Let's agree to disagree.
I just want to know if we're looking for the same thing.
Why don't you just put
I
her
want to
sleep
know.
and lock her
What I
up?
really want to know is why these guys are locking up stuff that's supposed to be road supplies.
Because it's not supposed to be road supplies.
Fair enough.
The tunnel-
I know Bog uses the room to lock up people's personal items, and he keeps a very good record of everything.
Is it?
I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in what was in the crates that was in the.
It's clearly
In the caravan.
smuggled out of the tunnel.
Is it private materials for another?
Well, clearly the tunnel. You're right. Clearly the tunnel's being used to smuggle. It's clearly being used to smuggle whatever they brought in those 2 covered carts.
But can the tunnel do the custom run in 12 parsecs?
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. But are they taking those crates down the tunnel?
Well, that's got to be the scratching Grizzled Pete in here.
It must be.
Scratching what?
Grizzled Pete, every night he says he hears
Scratching.
rats.
So I wonder if that could be the I'm not gonna say it.
They
The
get
what?
They
Those things you blew up in the tunnel? I'm gonna roll up. Everybody at the other tables, all around you, stops and kind of peers over at Pluto. It's like 3 or 4 different heads turn.
I knew we shouldn't have hired this guy. He's insane.
Pluto, what were you doing in the tunnels? Did you break into the storeroom last night?
Oh, now everybody's looking at you.
Under the bus.
We have to tell Bogluck about this.
Clearly.
I didn't do anything. You're gonna throw
That's what you imagine he sounds like. That's hilarious.
I didn't do anything. And
Hold him down. I'll go get Arted.
really?
Are we doing this?
We're doing it.
You guys grabbing him? Who's grabbing him?
Well, not me.
Oh, what if we
Do you have a sleep spell?
No.
What if we just grab him?
Do I have one? Yes.
Wait, can we
prepared.
roll me a? I'll do a Dex
I'm
versus
gonna help
Strength.
him. I'm gonna help
You
him.
gonna help? Okay, you can roll 2.
Can I use my dex?
You can use your Strength.
Okay. I got an 8.
3. Nice.
So he
Good
probably
night.
he probably ran.
I'm just gonna find his Dex score, which he doesn't have here.
It's 19.
Is it?
It's either 18 or 19.
Was it level 2?
No, it's 8. It's 18 because he hasn't gotten the level up yet.
He's a level 3.
Oh, then yeah, no, because of his racial trait, it's 19. He has a 19. He has a +4.
Yeah, you guys. He slips out of your grasp. It's because you guys just brought me to hang me out to dry.
Grab him!
And he's gone.
We found the thief!
Filthy thieves!
Oh my god.
Brendan's gonna hate us.
He bolts down the stairs.
I'm sorry, Brendan. Nobody says a word of this to him.
Can I throw a guiding bolt at him?
I'll give you a guiding bolt. By all means, he's heading down the stairs. He sprints. Jamna's gonna try to trip him just as he leaves the table. Just give me a second here.
I'm faster than him.
No, she doesn't. She tries to trip him.
For Pete's sakes, that's 11. That does not hit his AC, does it?
No.
I'm gonna. Can I?
All of a sudden, you loose this guiding bolt at him, and there's this flash, and everybody's like, "What?"
Catch the thief!
So I'm gonna use my special double dash with cunning action and such, and get in front of him.
He's gonna do the same.
I'm faster than him.
He's gonna use his, because he's 3rd level. He can have cunning action as well now.
Does he?
At the 3rd level, he does the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
you-
running after him as well.
Okay, y'all can run
Let
after
me
him.
just let him go.
We've already thrown him under the bus. Where is he gonna hide?
He's actually headed into the swamp. Are you following?
Can I throw a ray of frost at him?
He's gone.
He's out.
You're at the table.
Well, I said I'm chasing him.
Oh, you're gonna chase him?
Yeah. Well,
No, I'm not gonna let you.
I have a range of 60 feet.
Yeah, he double dashed plus his cutting
that's 90.
action.
That's 90 feet.
So, you could throw it, sure, by all means.
And I turn the target on Jem. No.
All of a sudden, there's a kerfluffle, and everybody's like heading down the stairs. You found a thief? What thief? What was stolen? What's going on?
Less of a thief, more of the guy who broke into the storeroom that Bogluck was yelling about.
And here comes Arded. What do you mean? What do you mean? Mr. Buckley.
The
stop.
cat. The cat.
By the way, 100 Years Bored has donated to us via Streamlabs.
Woohoo! Thanks, buddy.
Arden,
That's awesome.
the black cat. Is it a black cat? Or is it a regular cat?
He's a
It's
human.
a human.
Oh, is it a human? I thought it was a cat.
No!
Oh.
Explain to him. You explain. Nariel, explain to Ren Buckley what's going on.
Alright, so what's
You guys are
happening,
downstairs.
Right? Okay, so when Brendan's tabaxi died, the cat that you're thinking of, Boar's pet, died.
Oh, yeah.
He's dead.
Okay.
He's
So,
So what we're dealing with is a human. Are you just noticing this now?
I always thought that he played a cat.
No, that was his last one that got
I
killed.
always thought he wanted to be a furry, so I just assumed he was always playing a cat. And speak the devil, our cat just walked in.
Yeah, speak of the devil.
Yeah, he's the devil.
He is the devil. Our cat.
Yeah, this is his character
This
number
is what I
3.
said to Arden. This is what I said to Arden.
Okay, he's like, what's going
I
on?
wonder who character number 4 is.
Well,
We
his son-
heard Bogluck scream about somebody breaking into the storeroom. We were just talking with, what's his name?
Pluto.
With Pluto Nash.
How did you know somebody broke into the store?
We heard Bogluck yelling about it.
What?
Everybody would have heard him. He was yelling it.
In the middle of the room.
Like, we were up on our ledge and we heard it.
Go on.
And Pluto Nash had apparently got in there, found a tunnel, and went through the tunnel.
He was telling people at the table.
Like, he
about
was
it.
just openly telling
And he was
people.
saying it very loudly, too. So
Yes.
he's clearly not a very good thief.
We just want to get him.
At this point, Bog comes
don't
out.
break-
What's going on?
You don't break our party's trust.
What's going on?
Sir, one of our party members has betrayed us and betrayed you, and we figured out who broke into your storeroom last night.
Where did he go?
He ran
ran.
into the swamp.
Then your only job is to find him.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
And when you bring him back, you bring him to me.
Yay, let's cut off his hands.
I'll deal with him. Fair enough. Do you have any problems with this?
No problems.
Arden looks at you guys. He traveled here with you guys. You're sure?
We picked him up from a...
He
We-
just
we-
joined the party. We just needed.
We picked him up from a
I don't like odd
hiring
numbers.
station.
I don't like odd
You
numbers.
got him from a temp service?
Yeah.
I don't like odd numbers, so we hired
He's
him
not
before.
even union.
It's bad.
Jamna turns to you and says, well now, a tunnel. Why don't we try to find out what's in the boxes? And then maybe I'll share a little bit more.
How about you share a little bit more first, and then we'll go find out what's in the boxes.
I'm tracking the cult of the dragon. They were raiding villages in the south.
Simple. Step 1. Kill him.
Who are
dead.
you tracking?
Step 2.
We're
Jump in
tracking
repos.
the cult of the dragon as well.
Step 3. Revivify.
My
They've
dear,
taken one of our friends.
we may not be working for the same people, but we're tracking the same people.
That's actually really
You know who
cool.
we're working for, though? I would like to know who you are working for as well.
Well,
Wait, are there guard dogs here? Bork. Like tracking dogs even?
Bork, bork, bork.
No, they wouldn't. It's not a...
Can you not roll on my bag?
Ezio.
he's not going to come to you.
I mean, rolling on my bag's reserved for pets that actually let me pet them.
Yeah, Ezio won't let you pet him. You know that.
Well, I mean, he
You
does
tried, you
until
tried.
he realizes it's me touching him.
And then he does what? He removes your hand surgically.
That was not a fun event.
He's not a fun cat.
I got so excited because he was letting me pet him, and then he realized that I'm not one of the people who live here, and I nearly lost a leg.
He got me there the other day. It's healed basically. He got
this hand pretty good over the past like couple weeks.
So you still go to try to pet him?
Yeah, he also attacked my leg the other day. Just randomly. I was walking down the stairs and he just latched on.
You stay back so you don't get caught. Right past my leg with everything that you got. Yeah, I know. I'm watching you.
So we know that Jamna is going after the same cult we are.
She's a threat.
I don't even have my vial of paralysis that we could have used.
Where is it?
It was stolen by, what's his face?
Aces Mordalis.
Yeah. Along with my blowgun
Like
and
I
my
said.
mask disguise.
Like I said, just death. Death is our friend. Death heals everything.
Death, the ultimate paralysis.
Death heals all wounds and diseases.
I don't think Bogluck will appreciate though, like having to wait 10 days.
Well, I don't have to wait 10 days.
Oh, okay.
Just 10 days is as long as I can wait.
But do we have to carry the? Do we really have to carry the body through a swamp?
So is there any stuff, well, he's looking this up. Is there any things we need for going into the swamp?
Well, you don't have to worry about the rough terrain because you have room. So realistically, what you're probably going to do is be a scout because he'll be reduced to 45 movement speed, even if he's dashing.
So will you.
Exactly.
I can go 100.
You can outpace him by
Oh, yeah.
far.
Yeah.
Realistically, you could catch him like within the next like 2-3 turns. if we got him, well, he's just sitting there.
My alliances are to, although I can't tell you my employer's name, I can tell you that we are working with the Order of the Gauntlet. We are working with the Lord's Alliance, the Emerald Enclave. We also are working with the Harpers to locate and to find out what this network of cultists are up to. Like I said, they just finished sacking several small towns and villages in the south. I've been tracking this, whatever this is, this load.
This branch.
Well, this particular load of goods, I've been tracking it since Daggerford. And just before Waterdeep.
Well, that wasn't so hard, was it? Let's go see what's in the crates.
You want to try to sneak in there?
No, why don't we go through the tunnel and come up underneath? I bet you it's under heavier guard now that it's been broken into on the inside. And if it's getting to be night, and
It's like it is now.
right, but it's going to take us time. We have to go into the swamp, so they
And
need
it's,
it. So
the days are getting hotter and hotter and hotter. The swamp is getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
So my plan would be let's go into the swamp because that's where the entrance to this cave is. We go into the cave and wait to hear for the scratching that we hear. It's got to be people putting stuff down in through the cave.
What about this?
Or we can also try to climb up and see if we can get through the trapdoor from the cave itself. I don't think going through the storeroom though, well, it's still laid out, is
Are you
very
able
wise.
to find the tunnel exit from the outside?
Yes, I know. Yeah, it's not that far away.
So are you guys you're talking to Jamna.
All four. of us.
These guys were downstairs.
We're
You
No, I thought we were.
upstairs.
Oh, okay.
we're not.
I think
So
that's what we should do.
I'll say, Jamna says that sounds like a good idea.
Well, let's go get the other two and do this.
All right. You go back downstairs, and you do find Ren talking to Bog Luck and to Ardid.
Did you guys catch him?
No,
Really?
we really didn't.
He got away.
But here's the plan. You, in the swamp, his movement's severely reduced, but so is everybody who's walking. You're gonna have to
kill him with aerial attacks because you're the only one who isn't reduced by speed.
She nudges you, and without really drawing anybody's attention, she nudges you and sort of looks down at, like, looks over to Bog and to Arded. And you need to roll I'm going to say an intelligence check for me to kind of follow her eyes.
12.
You get the general idea to look at them, and to look at Bog and Arded, but you don't really see what she's trying to draw your attention to.
Okay.
But you
Can I
do-
look at their feet?
Yeah, like she's got you looking at their.
So I'm curious,
At
I'm
their
checking-
hip, about waist high. She's got
Okay.
you looking
Oh,
waist
was
high.
she referring to the scabbard we noticed when we first entered?
Are you saying this out loud?
You can't meta.
No, this is when we first entered.
You can't meta.
No, but we all knew about the scabbard.
You did.
Yeah,
So are you? What are you doing?
we all knew that it was. It had the symbol on it.
Yeah.
Wait, that was that was a symbol of the cult, though, wasn't it? If I recall.
She looks at you and she kind of goes like this. You nod back. You get it? So she nods back. She says, she looks at Bog and Arded. We'll find him. You leave him to us.
The four of us will get him back.
Yeah.
And
Dead or alive?
Bog looks at you.
We have to bring him back alive.
Dead or alive?
I prefer him alive.
What if dead and then resurrected alive?
I don't
Still
care.
alive.
Okay.
So
Find him.
let's go and we'll talk on the way. When we're
Are we
out of-
terrible people?
You guys
Yes.
Like, would our alignments change?
You ought to think about that. You just hung your
Because
one of your buddies out to dry.
you accepted it with full.
So what are you doing?
We're going.
Nariel, where are you going?
We're going out to the swamp. We're gonna
Okay.
go find Pluto.
Are you kind of leading them?
I'm not gonna go. Like, I think he's had a major head start. He's going to be into the swamp. We're
He's
not-
had what, like a minute?
Do you guys want to try to track them?
A minute. Yeah. I suppose.
Why don't we just go to the tunnel? Why don't we
Which
just-
direction did he go? Jamna says.
Let's.
You guys do know, because you do.
Yeah,
you,
we saw
you did chase him.
So
you saw
which-
him running.
So you're, now the way they point, is that the same way as the cave is?
Exactly.
I think the cave's that way. Maybe he ran back into the cave because that's what he knows.
Probably. Let's.
give it a shot? Let's go back to the
You
tunnel.
know where it is, so
yeah,
let's.
it's
follow
not that
it.
far away. It won't take us that long to get there.
Let's go there.
So you're going. You cross the road and head off into the swamp.
Yeah.
And the tunnel from the roadhouse emerged in a spot near where these trees have been scorched. There was trees, brush, all kinds of things around in this area, and you do see a scorched area. Jamna sort of turns your work.
I just smile.
You heard.
Really good at
Was there
calling
anybody?
ruckus.
Was there something here?
There's 3 lizard men.
You guys, without even having to roll, your passive perception shows you that there's lizard men tracks that lead off into this sort of pathway into the swamp. The trail leads into the Mare of Dead Men, where a mix of swamp denizens may live. But you do see this. Do you guys want to travel at night to try to find him, or do you want to wait till daybreak?
We.
Jamna sort of says, you know what?
I can see at night, but you guys can't.
I
Oh, you
can't.
can.
I can't
But all the bad things in a swamp
come out at night.
come out at night.
We should travel during the day.
The likelihood of him dying at night is high because he's running in now.
Do we see any tracks that he just left?
Yes,
And do they lead into the swamp or into the cave?
they lead. Actually, you can see tracks of his that like lead out of the cave, but you don't see anything leading back in.
What about
You do see tracks of his leading down this trail.
Do we want to go investigate the cave first and see if we can get into the room from underneath?
I think we should follow the trail. The trail
I
is
think-
probably more important.
I think what will happen is if we get this and prove to Bogluck that we're on his side, he might just show us.
But Bogluck's not on your side.
Arden though.
Neither one of them is on your side.
They both have the scabbards of the cult.
They both are part of the cult of the dragon.
What if they
And whatever was stolen and whatever was taken from down south, sacked villages, came here. I need to know what was in those carts.
See, and the way I see it is we don't ever have to go back to the roadhouse. Like, I have all my stuff. Do you have all your stuff?
It's in the bag.
Exactly. See?
packed up before we leave?
Exactly. So if we just follow this trail from the tunnel, it'll lead us to where we are.
They're kind of stuck here building a road.
Yeah.
Do you need to see what's in these crates? So, like, do we, or can we just go follow him into the swamp?
Well,
I don't want to travel this swamp at night.
We can leave Jamna to go take a look at the boxes while we try to catch up with Pluto. The way
If
I
you
see
guys
It's going
wanna
to be
do
harder
that?
to track him at night, though, as well.
well, it's not nighttime.
It is nighttime.
I thought it was daytime.
Well, it is sort of daytime, but night's coming.
It's kind of dusk.
It's like it is now outside.
We have to find him. It doesn't matter how. We have to find him, and
But it's going to be tough at night. Because
Yeah.
you can't see, just us two can.
there's monsters.
Well,
and-
here, I reach out and I just touch him and cast slide.
Yeah, that's no
No, you
good.
can
Put that
see.
out.
Okay, if
I turn you
That's
off.
really bright.
I
if-
turn you off.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, just
If
That's a cantrip?
lights a cantrip.
Wow.
if
That's pretty cool.
he's even has the slightest remote intelligence, he will not travel at night either.
Listen,
This is Pluto.
I'm going to go up the tunnel. If
That's
you guys
if,
want,
if we're going to wait till morning, why don't we do a little bit of the tunnel right now, then we can rest.
you've easily got 4 or 5 hours of daylight left.
Oh, so we can still, it's still bright enough that we can.
It's like this.
Is this like, no, is this, these are like tall trees and stuff like that in the swamp?
It's
There's no trees.
there's lots of trees in the swamp.
Oh, okay.
The swamp's got trees and water
See,
and
4 or 5 hours following this trail, we can probably find a place to camp.
Let's do it.
Yeah, he can't physically see either. He's a human. He can't see in the dark. So if he even has the remote intelligence, he will rest somewhere. He'll hide, and he's really good at it, but he will
Even
rest.
if we get to a point where we don't actually
I
find a
think there's a
great place
wood elf,
for like
though.
a conventional camp,
he can find his way through a swamp. If
He's a wood elf, then he doesn't get affected by the terrain.
I thought he was a human.
No, he's a wood elf.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. And you can see in the dark too.
Now I remember what he is.
Let's figure it out.
He can see in the dark. He can make his way through this terrain, no problem.
So what you're saying is you are the weakest link?
I am the
Goodbye.
weakest link in this.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
You all the weakest link. Goodbye.
I am the weakest
Well,
link.
do we want to head into the swamp then?
Yeah.
Until it gets too dark, and then.
And then when it
we'll
starts to
camp.
get dark, we can find a drier.
I'll do
place.
my best to catch up. I need to go find out what's in these boxes.
Have fun.
Deal.
She bolts. She heads for the tunnel.
Let's go find our missing person.
This trail doesn't look like it's very easy to travel. As a matter of fact, it looks very tangled. Looks like there's a lot of moisture. It's solid ground where you're at right now, but you can tell that it's going to get soggy real quick. But you do see his tracks going off into the swamp.
Listen, we're gonna need Ariel, we're gonna need somebody who can go as fast as him. You're the only one who can go faster than 90.
Are you going to travel by broom?
Yeah, I'll go up.
Okay.
It risks you getting hit and falling off. But I'll go my max, which is 45.
I will remember to cast Mage Armor on myself.
You guys are not making good progress as you enter into the swamp. As a matter of
but
fact,
we are making progress.
you are. You guys start traveling through this mucky, dirty, and it's warm. It's not as cool as you think, even though the night is coming on. It's
muggy.
it's 7 o'clock. It's still very soggy. There's water near the surface of this trail.
Do I see anything from high up?
You can't make out much. You can't get up very high without being in the canopy. And if you go above the canopy, you can't really follow the trail.
As long as you
You
follow
can
the-
kind of be just below.
as long as you're
It's very
faster
dense.
than him, you're fine.
Right, but there's got to be some break in the canopy where I can go higher just to see what's around the area.
You can break the canopy in certain spots.
Yeah.
You notice, but it's tough to see back down into.
As long as
The
you
swamp.
keep following his tracks on your broom, you're faster than him. You'll beat him.
So, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm
So
gonna pick-
tell me what you're gonna do.
So tell me what you want.
And I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
I wanna.
Zigga zigga.
as you guys are
You wanna be my lover?
As you guys are roaming through this, following this dirty, rotten old, and it's warm, it's like really warm. You guys are uncomfortably warm in this swamp. It's very moist, very dense. It stinks.
I cast Prestidigitation on myself and I feel perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
but it smells in the swamp. You can smell the swamp. You can smell that earthy, that dead,
Swampy smell.
rotten, mossy,
Swampy.
dirt, swampy smell. You've all smelt it. It's like, it's bad.
I like it. I am a forest gnome.
I'm a city human.
As you guys are making your way,
I'm a forest.
I need you all to roll a perception check.
16.
11.
That one.
Oh, that's gonna hurt you.
All of a sudden,
What don't I see?
there are 3. Boom, 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 right around you. There's 3 lizard men.
Around all of us?
Yeah, roll for initiative.
20, not natural.
18.
I'll reach over here.
20, not now.
So, Naria got 20. Quill, 20.
20. And my dex is 3. I
Ren?
think it's better than yours.
18.
The rules actually state that the players decide amongst themselves who will go first.
Oh, I thought it was,
You want
I thought it was said it was dex.
Dex is usually first.
That's how we decide amongst ourselves. Whoever has a higher dex.
I mean, you can go first. I do better when the later I go. I'm a reactionary player.
You're a
All right.
hide behind a tree.
What do you want to do? There's.
How are they set up?
All right. Put yourself along an imaginary trail. You can take Carnath Roadhouse down.
Burn it to the ground!
And you can kind of draw an imaginary trail if you would. If you would
I guess
like.
we don't have lizard men, so they are going to be.
Yeah, they can always be goblins. Goblins is. The goblins
We have
is.
a merfolk somewhere.
You are a
Just A.
Yeah.
It's a trail, so it's not very wide.
And.
You can place yourself whatever direction you want to be going towards me or away. I don't care.
Well, then you can work with these guys.
And then
put them
there'll
wherever you
be-
want.
There'll be 2.
Am I like.
It'll be like
suspended up
this.
here?
1, 2,
Yeah, because Quill is like
I'm in the
then
air.
and then a third on the path behind
in
you.
the air and way ahead of us.
So, where's Quill?
Like in the air and way ahead of us.
Excellent. There you go.
So I'm like not even part of the battle yet.
No.
No, but you did notice them, right? What do you want to do? You notice these guys.
Oh,
You're not like, you're really not even that high. That we'll call that 20 feet. I don't know how long are these. These are 15 feet each, so we'll say you're 15 feet up. If that's fair enough. That's a really good idea, Mariel. Way to go, Idaho.
have they attacked us yet, or they're just coming out of the?
They just did jump it up. They're getting ready to attack. But you guys notice something happening around you.
I'm just going to zoom back in my broom and hold my action till the end here because I don't want to go first.
I don't want to go first.
Okay, Nariel, you're up.
All right. So I see these guys coming at us, right?
Yep.
What can you do?
Well, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast a spell.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
So if I hold an action, do I get to go at the end of the round then? Is that how that works?
There's different ways. You can. I'll let you do it that way
Because if that
because
yeah,
it
'cause
works
if not,
different ways in different groups. Guys read
Right.
that rule, and it really doesn't work that way.
Yeah, okay.
You
Because I
gotta
can
have
take
a
an
ready.
action. Then.
You have to have a readied action, and you can't ready a spell because at the end of your turn it goes off. So it's really weird, but I'll let you hold your.
Well, no, I mean I can take an action too because I don't want to like not do anything. My action though will be to cast comprehend languages.
Okay. If I know what they're screaming at
Pretty
us.
good.
Yeah.
Man, I need to stop this getting up early in the morning thing.
Yeah, same, dude.
I was up at 6 a.m. this morning. That's way too early for me.
I was up.
I had a third of my day's work done by 6 a.m.
Yeah, my bedtime is also 1 a.m.
I was up at noon and I am tired.
I was in bed by 9.
I'm a night owl.
I get up at 3.
It used to be. Not anymore.
I get up at 3 a.m.
I fell asleep 10:30.
Anyway, what are you doing?
At noon.
Do a thing.
I'm going to smack this lizard.
Where are you?
Right
The
there.
one behind you?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna smack
Smack him. Schmecky schmack.
Smack him.
Schmacky schmacky schmack. Schmacky schmack. Let me find them.
Would be a 23.
I wonder if I have any in here. I know I do. I just don't know where they are.
That hits.
Oh, by the way, you have some things I gave to you today.
Yeah, I saw those.
So you're welcome to use them. They are courtesy of Terminally Nerdy. And
One of the spells is very similar to Nightcaller.
yes.
You got things?
Yes, from at CBSA.
They like donate or something?
He posted them from Terminally Nerdy. He posted them on Twitter and a couple of spells, and I thought I'd just we'd let Quill try them out, see how they go.
So I just get to move this to the 6, right? That's how this works. I did 3 bludgeoning damage to his, or 4 bludgeoning damage to his face.
Very good.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and stab in the back with a unicorn horn.
Cool.
Okay. What did you roll for attack?
I rolled a 24.
Okay, that hits for sure.
And another, and that's actually a 25 to stab in the back with a unicorn horn, which is the 8 plus casting ability modifier.
So what's your total damage?
Well, I did 4 for the mace and 9. 9?
So 13?
Yeah, 9. So
13.
yeah, 13. 13 in total.
All right. He be hurting.
Yeah, that is 4 bludgeoning and 9 force damage.
Awesome.
These two guys aren't in range.
Ren.
These two guys aren't in range to get an opportunity of attack. Correct?
They're kind of in the water, right beside the knee-deep water, right beside the path.
What he's asking is he can move, right?
I can move without fearing attack.
Yeah, they're not in quite in attack range yet.
It would be.
You know what? They are in attack range. Sorry, you'll have to use a disengage action. Sorry, my bad. They're right there. They're right at the edge of the path. They snuck right out of the swamp.
Okay.
And they're not really knee deep in water. They're kind of just off the path. Yeah, it is. It's literally ankle deep water everywhere you walk.
He's a step.
Soggy,
This-
dirty, rotten, smelly, hot.
makes it
The sun's going down. It's darker.
This makes it very difficult.
So you're gonna attack one of them?
I want to do my signature thing where I disengage, get behind one of them,
You want to use a disengage action.
get behind one of them, and sneak attack.
Well, he can see you though, so you won't.
How
be
can he
able to do it.
physically see me when I'm not even in his line of sight? I'm behind him.
Yeah, you can get behind him, but I'm gonna only give you your regular attack.
See, though, I don't want to do that.
But you can use your disengage.
Can I disengage and because he's distracted with Nari, I'll get behind him and stab him?
What's your total movement?
It's 30, so 50.
So 15.
So yeah, that's perfectly in range.
I'll give you an advantage, but not a sneak attack. Because you're flanking.
But why can't I get sneak attack? He's distracted by Nariel, so he's not paying attention to me.
But he knows you're there.
That
Go ahead and attack.
I've done it before though, exactly like this, and you're not giving it to me. Whatever. I'll just stab him back with my. Yeah, my +1 shot spot. That's a 17.
That hits.
D6 +7. It's 9. Oh, wait. Okay.
What was that?
I was going for a nat 20. Because I got
You had
advantage.
advantage.
That's right.
So I was trying to get a nat 20.
That's right. That's you should have done. Yeah, that's good.
But I didn't roll higher than my last time, so that's 9 damage.
Okay, good. Good attack. Now, you know what? Guess what? Give me those minis for a second.
Mama's gonna knock me out.
We're gonna die. Alright.
No, I'm just gonna use good old Dritz here for Pluto.
Oh.
And he drops out of a tree, and he gets a sneak attack on this guy. They don't know he's there though. They didn't roll their
See, if
perception
you're not
checks.
being sneaky, you can't be sneaky.
We're
That does seem
Tracking somebody.
sort of broken that you could be standing in front of somebody and like
But if
disappear and then sneak attack
it
said
make
person.
does it not make sense though if if I'm in front of them, I do like a cape flourish or something that conceals my actual movement, and I get behind them.
Nah, that's a little broken.
Captain Ema says it looks like it might be baby time.
What? What's that?
Yeah. Anyway, he gets an attack. I don't know how this works. But yeah, it was CBSA 82 at
Be referring to me
CBSA
as the
82
delay.
terminally nerdy.
I'd like to know how the spells were created because I couldn't find a website to create.
Because he made them himself.
No, but it's got to be some sort of generator.
No,
No, to get it to look.
no, he did it at home.
That likely is just like a taking
He's
a blank
really
slate,
good at what he does.
A blank
No, but I
slate.
mean, like to get it on that, like to have the same font and the same
Oh, no,
layout.
there's
That's a template.
There's
That's what I'm saying. That's why I would like. I want to.
It's-
I'd want to find.
There's probably a template of it on, or somebody could have just like taken one of these pages, taken off all the text, redid the page in Photoshop, and then
You know how annoying it would be to do that, right? No.
so annoying.
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be a.
He rolls a nat 20 on this guy.
So he's dead. We'll just say that.
No, he's
Yes, that's how it
not.
works.
So he gets 2d6, and because of the way we play it, he gets full damage.
He's weak sauce.
Let's see what his full damage is.
I thought I got 76. Turns out I only got 46. That should level up. They should go up with your level. I'm just gonna say, like, it should be like level based.
It is. You get more per every few levels.
No, but it should be like you get +1 every level.
That would make it really stupid.
He does 22
Yeah, I
points
know.
of damage on this guy.
That does not kill him.
It doesn't, but it hurts him because he only attacked with his dagger. He jumped out of the tree.
I just know it doesn't kill him because I
Why would
survived
he
my
only attack
fireball.
with his dagger?
And shouldn't Quill get to? Or no, you used your action.
I use my action for casting comprehend languages,
Yeah.
so I could hear what they were saying.
Okay. So, are you in view yet?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I flew over and cast.
Yeah, but he's 20 feet up.
15.
This guy, they're you know what? They're both bloodied. These two guys, they're hurt. They're hurt bad, but their buddy isn't. So, they're gonna get an attack. This guy turns and swings at
Pluto.
Pluto. And he rolls a 17 and he hits. So I'm just kind of working off of his. He has that many hit points. And he just turns. Oh, he gets. That's right, he gets 2 attacks. So that's 1 hit. And he crits on the second. So he does. Makes okay. He swings with his club, and he hits him. Okay, very good. 2, 4, and 5 is 9 points. And that's a crit, that's 18 points. All of a sudden you see Pluto, he gets hit with this thing and this lizard guy reaches over and bites him. He doesn't get knocked over, prone,
he's not.
but he gets staggered hard.
I go help Pluto.
Did you just say you're gonna go help Pluto?
Should I?
Pluto's bleeding bad. This guy bit him on like right here, so he's bleeding quite profusely out of his shoulder and
'Cause
neck area.
I don't think. we
And
can
he's
finish
been
this in time.
been brain
But-
bashed. This other guy, he sneaks up on Nariel from behind. He does get a
No, I
sneak
know he's
attack.
there.
He
Oh,
knows
he does.
he's a.
He gets a surprise though. First
You
miss.
still get advantage from
Advantage.
behind, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
So he
First
goes
sneak attack.
and tries to hit you with his club, and he rolls a 16.
miss.
He misses. All right. The guy, who's he facing? The guy in front of you?
He's facing me.
Yeah, he attacks. He rolls and he misses his, but he rolls a. Let me see. He rolls a 17. Does that hit?
Nope, that's a miss.
There you go. We are back to the top of the order.
Back
Quill,
to me.
what do you want to do? You've
Throw a
seen
fireball on us.
Pluto jump down and take a heavy
Yeah.
blow after dealing a heavy blow.
Magic
this guy.
missile.
I'm going to mind spike the one that's in front of, which gives me first level slot back. Mind spike. This one he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
You should have all your slots back.
No, but I cast Mage Armor on myself
Oh,
earlier.
that's right. Okay.
But when I cast a divination,
it.
I get a spell slot back, which I got my first level. Anyway,
I
mind
gotta
spike.
roll it.
Wisdom saving throw. 16.
That's 19.
You cheated.
That's fine. So 8, 14, 15, 16. So 8 points of damage.
8 points
Yeah.
of damage. It still hurts him. You can see him flinch hard.
Ow, my brain hurts.
Yeah, big time, right?
I also always know where that creature is while it's on this plane of existence.
I was about to say ice freeze.
Wow. Maybe your brain's freezing.
I'm really tired right now. I don't.
All right.
Same.
All right,
Nariel.
Nariel. You got one behind you and one in front of you.
I sure do.
Yes, you do. You sure do. Yes, you do.
So, what Misa gonna do?
Oh, don't say Misa.
There will be no Jar Jar talk at this
There will be
table.
no Jar Jar talk.
Misa don't know what Yusa don't like. Sorry, I've been watching Clone Wars.
There is.
Well, that's
It's
your
awesome.
mistake.
Clone Wars is so good.
It's a good show, but
It's awesome
there's a
show.
lot of Jar Jar.
Yes, too much.
Jar Jar's a Sith Lord.
He is. All right, what are you doing?
I'm going to use Earth Tremor.
On.
Well, range is self.
Okay.
It's an AoE. So every critter within 10 feet, which is everyone...
Including red.
Yep. Which excludes Quill and
One
Pluto.
Pluto. But red will be in affected area.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's a dex save. So.
Okay, roll a dex save.
Alright, everyone must make a dex save. And I'm going to cast it at spell slot
Cock die.
level 2.
That would be a 5.
That's a miss.
22.
That's a pass.
So those two guys.
And that is 11 bludgeoning damage, and they are knocked prone.
All right.
Oh, and guess what? It's difficult terrain.
So already difficult terrain is now more difficult terrain.
Yeah. So now your movement is halved again. So,
What? No, that's not
That's
how it works.
No,
difficult
he
terrain
saved.
works.
Yeah, but
But that's not how difficult terrain works.
yeah, I know.
Stop trying to make up rules that don't exist.
It's my game.
Die.
You got to remember.
Stop
it's my
making up
game.
rules that don't exist and are terrible.
And bonus action time.
Bonus action. You're being all like bonus action. Look at me go.
Be prone too. Because
No, he's not in range.
Yeah, he is within 10 feet.
he's within 10 feet.
And,
We determined beforehand.
Ooh, okay, fair enough. And he takes 11 as well.
Yeah.
So all three of them were in range.
Yep. All three of them take 11. Do you have evasion?
Is that one dead yet?
That one dies.
Evasion? Yeah, I have evasion.
That one
Oh,
dies.
I literally got
Nice.
this level.
We'll just leave that one there.
And my unicorn horn is gonna stab into the one right in front of me. With advantage because he's prone.
Yeah, why not? Absolutely.
Alright. There we go. That is 13.
Total, that misses.
No, not a 13, a 23.
That's better.
That's a 17 plus 6. Wow,
Okay,
thanks,
and
brain.
What's the evasion?
Math is hard for the genius at the table.
And that is 7 points of damage. Force damage. It goes stabby, stabby, stabby.
The one in front?
Yep.
Okay, you actually murder him through his neck.
Yay!
You're stabbing with a sword?
No, with
A
the
unicorn.
unicorn horn.
Oh, unicorn. Yeah,
It's
well,
my
you,
spiritual weapon.
you stab him through the throat, and there's like gush, 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 gush. There's blood everywhere pouring into the water.
My Reiki cleanses your demonic filth.
You cast. What did you cast? Comprehend languages.
Yes.
Stop! Stop! Don't kill us! Don't kill us!